and other people are automatically given the benefit of. For you to really know shit, it's gonna take some time. So, and for us to understand these topics that we talk about, it's gonna take some time to dig through the most. You can't just freaking lightly touch on it and feel like you did it justice. And so, but the problem is people don't have patience. But that's what you have to pay attention. That's how you learn things. That's how you become God. That's how you become godly. You know, you know. It's some stuff you know. Like there's no way you're gonna know everything, but some stuff you know, and you know it. You know it because you've taken the time to go through the process of learning that knowledge. It's never given to you. Nobody can just really just teach it to you. No one can really just tell you it. You have to you have to come to your conclusions on your own. And for you to do that, you have to do the work yourself. No one is going to do it for you. Your brain has to learn. You have to learn. No one's going to it's impossible to be done outside of yourself. But the media, everything is telling you, don't worry, you don't have to know stuff. It's okay. We got you. Just order all your stuff off of Amazon. Just work at this job right here. Just drive in a straight line. Just stop it. When you see red, stop. And, you see green, go. You know what I'm saying? We got you. You good. You don't have to really know anything. You good. But what kind of society or what kind of person would want you to be like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? As a result, you're going to be manipulated. I mean, whether you believe it or not, I mean, you don't want to believe it. You're like, oh, I'm not being manipulated. I'm intelligent. I know a lot of stuff. It can't manipulate me. The whole system is set up for it to be that way. So somebody's getting manipulated. It's everybody but you. It's the person sitting next to you, but it's not you. Like I say, you don't have to think. The red, stop, green, go. We'll tell you what TV shows to watch. We'll tell you what movies to watch. We'll tell you what brands to buy. We got you. You good. No worries. So then, if you think about the Bible and they talk about the tree of knowledge and they talk about Eve and they say, Eve tried to manipulate Adam into eating from the tree of knowledge. So, but the problem I have with that passage is, why would God not want you to eat from the tree of knowledge? It's like, who taught you that you're naked? Who taught you that? Why are you modest? Why do you feel you need to cover up? Who taught you that? So, but I have a problem with that, So this is the flip. This is the flip. It also says in the Bible about, Satan will mislead them. He will make them think that, he said, he told God, I'm gonna make them turn their back on you and they're going to worship me. Watch and see what I do. So then you think about this and you think about, I think that God would want you to know, the devil is the one that Satan would be the one that, in the context of the Bible, would be the one that don't want you to know. That way he can manipulate you better, right? How hard is it to manipulate a person that's aware of things and knows things that you can't just, the CDC says such and such and such. This person works in a field, in that specific field, and been doing research for years, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. The CDC says this, and he knows better. He's like, wait, that's a little bit off. The rest of us, oh, the CDC says such and such and such, so blah, blah, blah. We got to go with that. Those are the experts. They know their shit. So, but, we just got to trust the experts. That's what they tell you. Just trust the experts. Just trust the experts. But what if the experts are bought and sold? What if they're not really experts at all? Maybe, what if they're not even talking to the people that are the actual experts in those respective areas? The people that actually really know the most about that topic. Instead, they go to somebody that knows a little bit about it, but is willing to play ball. you know? And then you get the version of the story that works for the powers that be, that benefits them. And it keeps you a bit ignorant and malleable. Do you want to be malleable? How you feel about that? How you feel about being malleable? This one says corporate media mostly mum as U.S. strikes kill at least 20 in Somalia. This is completely under the radar news story, one that was curiously absent from the headlines in all of the major newspapers this morning, wrote one expert after the latest U.S. strike on Somalia. And that's the story. And I know y'all don't care. I know y'all don't care. Cry for Ukraine. I was seeing this and I saw some stories and I kind of wanted to cover it, but I know that the audience doesn't care about these stories. It's so sad. I wonder if they got the story. Wait, allow this pop up. I want to allow the pop up, right? Hold on, let's see. Oh no, they did it wrong. Whatever. I saw this and it's been ongoing for the longest, and you're not gonna hear about it because they got the freaking lens on Ukraine. There's a whole bunch of other shit going on in the world, but those people just so happen to be of a different culture, of a different hue, on the wrong side of the tracks, if you will. So their plight isn't as important or isn't as sensitive, isn't as like, no reason to cover this in the media, especially given the part how much United States and NATO has involved in this. But that's a whole nother story. Let me read the comment. Let me read the caption. This post. It says, conflict monitors on Friday drew attention to a series of U.S. airstrikes in Somalia in recent months. Attacks that have received relatively little attention in the American corporate media, despite having reportedly killed more than 20 people. If you are unaware that we are bombing Somalia, don't feel bad. This is completely under the radar news story, one that was curiously absent from the headlines in all of the major newspapers this morning, wrote Kelly Bucher Vlahos, a senior advisor at the Quincy Institute for Responsible Statecraft. On Wednesday, antiwar.com, Dave DeCamp reported that U.S. African Command launched its second strike on Somalia in a week. African said its initial assessment found the attack, which occurred in Beledweyne and killing 13 fighters belonging to the al-Qaeda-linked Somalia militia group Al-Shabaab, and that no civilians were harmed. Oh, we just got the bad guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. We just got the bad guys. African also said it killed 4 Al-Shabaab members in 3 separate airstrikes near Beledweyne on August 9th, 2 fighters in a joint U.S.-Somalia operation near Labi Kus on July 17th, and 5 militants in a June 3rd bombing outside Bir Zani. All of these strikes have taken place since U.S. President Joe Biden approved the redeployment of hundreds of Special Forces troops to Somalia in May, reversing a drawdown from the war-ravaged nation implemented during the administration of former President Donald Trump. Ooh, Pat probably liked to hear that. DeCamp noted that Trump's withdrawal from Somalia merely repositions troops in neighboring Djibouti and Kenya, allowing the drone war to continue. But Biden has launched significantly fewer strikes in Somalia compared to his predecessor. Bullshit. Now, the part about them just moving to Djibouti and Kenya, that's true, and using drones, that's true. But they says Biden has launched significantly fewer strikes in Somalia compared to his predecessor. So what is going on? So are we saying it was a drawdown, or are we saying that it's what are y'all saying? Oh shit. According to the data from the UK-based monitor group air wars. U.S. forces have bombed Somalia at least 16 times during Biden's tenure, killing between 465 and 545 suspected militants. On March 13, a joint U.S. drone in Somalia airstrike killed staggering 200 alleged militants. I know y'all probably. The U.S. military is the biggest terrorist organization on the planet, somebody wrote. And that's the only comment. And the U.S. is a slithering snake in the grass while pretending to be a soaring eagle. That was the other reply comment. Can I go to this story? 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 4 years ago, 1 year ago, 2 weeks ago. Here we go. So, oh, wait. No, this is the one where they were talking about, because this did catch the news. But what about the 200? Oh, I think it was 200. Let me take out the number. Seven years ago, 2 years ago, it keeps popping up. But see, there you go. There's your evidence right there. I do like to read headlines. I do it all the time. Let's just read this list of headlines, okay? This is CBS News 7 years ago. U.S. drone strike kills wanted terrorists in Somalia. Here's another one. This one is Vice News. U.S. strikes are killing civilians in Somalia 2 years ago. Here's another headline. U.S. airstrike in Somalia killed civilians. That's 3 years ago, and this is TRT World. Next one. U.S. airstrike kills 70 Al-Shabaab militants in Somalia 3 years ago. This is CGTN Africa. U.S. soldier killed in terror attack in Somalia 4 years ago. This is CBS. Inside the U.S. war on terror in Somalia 1 year ago. Vice News. U.S. launches airstrike in Somalia. Several terrorists killed 4 years ago. CGTN. U.S. airstrike kills 60 Al-Shabaab members in Somalia 3 years ago. TRT World. U.S. claims airstrike in Somalia kills 100 militants. Claims they killed 100 militants. 4 years ago, CGTN Africa. U.S. airstrikes target Al-Shabaab militants in Somalia. 5 years ago, ABC News. 2 weeks ago, okay, this is the one. U.S. drone strikes kills Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri in Kabul. That's PBS NewsHour 2 weeks ago. Anyways, like I said, the overall you just got was the headlines from these different, from me typing in this particular search, and these were the top searches. U.S. strike kills in Somalia was the search. So, what is the narrative here? And then it's like you talk about a war ongoing. We talk about Ukraine all the time. How long has the U.S. been striking militant targets in Somalia? We got one here from 7 years ago. I think that's the oldest one out of this list. It's the first one that pops up. Whatever. I guess it's Friday night and y'all partying and having fun. I guess I'm wasting my time, huh? Maybe. Some people watch these back, and I do audio clips of them. So I want to move on. I don't know where the hell everybody is. This one. Faces backlash over selling clothes in trash bags, forcing customers to dig through to find their size. And I be saying, man, I like to say Kanye be trolling. Kanye trolls all the time in different ways. Let me read the caption. It says, "Oh, I fucks with Kanye on this one. He's a true artist. I'm an artist myself. Art is up for interpretation. This piece says to me, yeah, y'all dig through these trash bags for this high-priced trash with someone else's name on it. I'll call this piece, Look at Us." Apparently, I'm the only one that sees Zoolander 1 and 2. I love those movies. So hilarious to me. Hans, he's really hot right now. It's like, Merman, Dad, Merman. Let me read some more. Mugatu. Let me show you derelict. It is a fashion, a way of life inspired by the very homeless, the vagrants, the crack whores that make this wonderful city so unique. Kanye West is facing controversy over selling his expensive clothes in trash bags, forcing customers to dig through it to find the perfect fit. The Yeezy Gap items are engineered by Balenciaga and are far from cheap. RadarOnline.com can confirm with the Dove hoodie selling for $240, sateen cargo pants going for $220, and women's long sleeve bodysuit going for $300. Let me see. He's trolling y'all. The shirts are around $60 and go up from there. After paying a visit to their local store, one shocked customer took to social media to gripe about the less than aesthetic display of their tweet went viral. And this is how they are selling Yeezy Gap. It read, showing massive piles of clothes spilling out over the bags. The sales associate said, Ye got mad when he saw they had it on hangers, and this is how he wanted it. They won't help you find your size, too. You just have to just dig through everything. Balenciaga and Kanye's fetish with the homeless as fashion muses. It's everything that is wrong with billionaires, one tweeted in response. They no longer see the plight of people. They don't see humans that are suffering. They see opportunities to be edgy and profit from it. It's disgusting. Backlash from after Ye resurfaced, oh, snap, on social media with a message about his style muse. Look to the children, look to the homeless as the biggest inspiration for all design, he wrote. Yeah, I don't think y'all get him at all. Y'all don't get him. Kanye, he got y'all. If you go buy that shit, if you go over there and you buy that shit, that's Kanye done trolled the shit out of you. He got you digging through a trash bag for your freaking trashy ass clothes. Bro, it's a joke. And you're the joke. Mad interesting to me. I was about to go to sleep and this just woke me up.